So I've been using the Galaxy S25 Ultra for a month now, and honestly, this is what a pro phone should feel like. And as someone who's been using an iPhone for the last 13 years since switching to Android, here's what I really like about the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra and things that I don't like compared against my iPhone 16 Pro Max. First, and no exaggeration, this is the best looking display that I've seen on a phone, and if you care about numbers, look at the description, but like watching 4K videos on this has been so good. And while we're talking about the display, the anti-reflective coating is such a nice feature to have in bright conditions. Like if I compare it against my iPhone that doesn't have that coating, it's a night and day difference. Second, there's so much that you can customize. Like before I talked about mapping my right thumb fingerprint to quickly open YouTube, or right now I've been playing around with home up to like enlarge icons, tilt them to get the look that I want. And I know this layout needs some work, but I'm glad to just have the flexibility to do what I want. This one caught me by surprise, but with Bluetooth 5.4, this thing connected to my car or my headphones much faster, or at least noticeably faster than my iPhone. Everyone's always like, what about FaceTime or iMessage? Well, what about it? Just make sure your friends and family have RCS enabled on their iPhone and you won't ruin the group chat. To FaceTime, I use WhatsApp, which is not as good as FaceTime in my opinion, but in general, it's fine. To tap to pay or scan a gym barcode like on iPhone, I mapped my side button so that a double click brings up Google Wallet to do the same exact thing. Now, what about what I don't like? Well, in general, the cameras on this phone are great, and you guys seem to like them in my camera test video, but in general, without tweaking any settings, just like the straight out of the box photos and videos, I think they look better on my iPhone. The only exception to that is I think the photos that I took using the ultra wide camera just looked better on the S25 Ultra. Social media is a huge topic, and while for most people it's fine, I did notice colors and the smoothness of videos to be a bit better on the 16 Pro Max. With creating content, I already shared what that looks like, but don't use the in-app camera to post things on social media. Instead, use the native camera app because it just looks way better, and on iPhone you can use either or. So in general, these are both great phones, and the reason that I say this is what a pro phone should feel like is because Samsung gives you so many options to customize it exactly how you want to.